It's past. Let's do this. Hello, folks. Schools. Yes, it's Tuesday, not Thursday. I know. I have learned how to use the calendar. So what's the crack, Boasticle? Dead simple. Yeah, Thursday this week I'm going to see a graduate expo with Kerry, and then I'm going to see Deadpool as part of my birthday present. So no live show this Thursday. Instead, you'll be getting a video. Okay, and yeah, tonight we've got a live show. I'm just going to crack on. I'm going to be here for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So we should be finishing about 9, half past, I reckon. Yeah, and I'm just working on, the Spinal Tap Stonehenge. Do you have the backbone to stay? I don't know if Backbone's going to have the backbone to stay. But, hello, mate. Stumbled here by accident. That's a wrong accident. I hope insane. Brent, Tim, Mozza, Gaz. I think there'll be a few people who might be a little bit miffed that they've missed the show tonight. But I did put it out and I did put notices out. I'm not seeing piles of liberated foam, Mel. Security's still around. We've got to wait till later, mate. If you're wondering what that comment is, there's work going on in the buildings around this site, Spode site, and they're insulating roofs, and there's so much foam right now on this site. It's ridiculous how much foam there is. Thank you, Ziegel. I've just ordered 3 of those Stalingrad kits. Nice one, buddy. Let's have 1 glass of Bombay gin and tonic. What's a Bombay gin and tonic? I mean, obviously I've heard of gin and tonic. I've never heard of a Bombay one. What's that? That sounds... Well, I'm not going to say it sounds mint, because it probably isn't mint. Hey, Pat. Terrainiacs Gaming? Hello, mate. If I pronounced that right. So, yes, in the studio, do me thing. Have you ever done Warhammer? I've done a little. Just a tad. Cookie dough? Hello, dude. Fred? It's a type of expensive gin. How is it different to normal gin, then? I'm quite curious. Hope you went to the workman and said any offcuts and leftovers sheets. There's a skip full of them. Absolutely full. So yes, if you're wondering what's happening tonight I am going to be mainly dry brushing Stonehenges. And maybe a little bit of planning for the Stalingrad project. But I'm not sure if I should do that live or whether keep that, just for my patrons. The bottle's blue, but the gin's not. Just ask the construction workers for some scraps. I'm sure they'll be... Yeah, I'll be able to get scraps. I'm not going to have to nick sheets. I mean, I've seen them already carrying various bits of scraps out and stuff like that. So I'm damn sure I can get scraps. The other thing is, to be honest, guys, I don't really need the foam. It's a nice little jokey post for Facebook, you know what I mean? But I'm okay for foam. I'm a bit of a hoarder. In fact, I've got 8 bin bags of offcuts I've got to sort through in the shed, to throw out half of them. Because like, with foam being so expensive, when I started the terrain tutor, every little offcut, I pretty much saved. As time's gone on, I've got more and more sort of blasé with, don't need that, get rid of that. So I've got a shed full of offcuts of foam that I now have to address, shall we say. Ba, 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 ba. Hi from Latino America. Hello, Juan. African or European fairies. Unlaid or weight? Both makes it nicer. PayPal sent. Well, thank you, buddy. I'll jump on that in a second. You'll notice we are back to our normal sort of screen. For those of you who caught the Sunday show, yes, I do like the new software. Yes, it is going to take some getting used to. But overall, I think we're on a winner with it. You know what I mean? That was a bit poor. But I do think we're on a winner with it. Bombay Gin has more botanicals. That's plants. London Gin and Plymouth Gin are distilled differently. Hi, Landry. I had PayPal once it got hacked. Dude, whew. You're sort of insured with PayPal though, aren't you? I mean, if you get hacked, PayPal tend to like just put the money back in and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, coming together right now over here. I don't know if that's a song, but £1.58. I cried all night, you kid. Terry, you kid. You could have kept us going longer with that one, man. I mean, you could have had the whole chat sort of in sympathy for you. So yes, basically I'm dry brushing. Yeah. And of course, we have the obelisk dedicated to the Greek god Uranus. Right. Da, 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 da. So, any questions for me while I'm just pottering along? How many we got? We've got 40 watching. Bit quiet for us usually. Yeah, but it is Tuesday and most of that my usual lot won't know I'm here, so I'm going to get loads of grief for doing this on a Tuesday, aren't I? What happened to Thursday? I did say on Sunday. And it's Deadpool. Do you have a sacrificial slab? No, I don't. The reason being is I did a henge ages ago. Yeah, for the Broken Spirit board. And what you call it? As part of that, I did a sacrificial slab. So I'm just going to include some photos of that. And instead, do a monolith. To be honest, the tutorial was more about using foam to do rocks and that sort of stuff. Sort of expanded foam and the various different types of foam. Kat is not going to be happy. She missed tonight's show. She wasn't happy when I told her. Turns out, yeah, that she hasn't got to work on Thursday, so she could have watched the full show on Thursday. So no, Kat is not going to be very happy. But, yeah, with no offence, given the choice between making Kat unhappy and making Kez unhappy, because we can't go see Deadpool on the one night where she can, yeah, I think the wife's going to win every time, don't you guys? No offence, Kat. Yeah, but you can't hit me. But Kez can. And if I spoil her Deadpool night, she's already told me, yeah, if I can't make it, she's going without me. That's all you have, us watching you. Cool stuff from Woodland Scenics today. Yellow and 3 shades of green. Very nice, mate. Going to be building some scenery soon. Crack on, Jean. The scenery is for making. A bit too much there. Yeah, coming together. Oh. Conroad? A shout out to Kat when she watches this. Hello, Jamie. Hey, Common. Right. Those 3 and that to do. I know I've got PayPal, so I better check them. Because I'm not very good at this sort of thing. It only looks like we've had the one. And the message is there a message? Don't tell me a fingerprint's not recognised. From Mozza in South Wales. He sent us 5 nuggets. Thank you, Mozza. Let's get you on the screen, buddy. I know that's going on glue sticks. So if you're wondering, if you pledge during a live show, yeah, you get your name on the screen. Yeah, if I hit 3 figures during a live show, I do a little bit of a dance. But that's only going to happen if we hit 3 figures. Yeah, so, Mozza's on the screen. Is he? Is he? Will it work? Have I broken it? No, it's fine. There you go. Yeah, Jamie doesn't understand how it works here, does he? He's excited that you got a shout out. Yeah, you kind of get a shout. It's not a shout out, mate. It's me talking to you, dude. That's what we do here. Right, next one. Now you're famous. Mate, if me shouting you out makes you famous, you're not famous. I'm not famous, so me shouting you out certainly doesn't make you famous. Infamous? Maybe, but not famous. Sounds like my laptop's going to melt. It's quite warm in here today, to be perfectly honest. And on that, how's my dad doing? Looking good? You're famous to us. I still prefer Infamous. It's close to my true colours. So yeah, we'll get these done. Get cracked on. I've got to get the paint on these because I need it all dry tomorrow for when I come in and do the washes. Because technically tomorrow I'll do the washes and the flocking, etc. And then I'll be able to seal it on Thursday. Now, get some of the contrast on here. Now, you got a clear airflow underneath it. Underneath what, mate? Do Bunnings sell styrofoam? What do you call it? Bunnings, do they sell styrofoam? I've no idea. I've never been at a Bunnings in my life. Can one of my US terrainiacs answer that question, please? The laptop, yeah, it has got clear airflow underneath it. I propped my laptop up on 2 wooden battens, so air can get to the fan intake and all that sort of stuff. And every so often, I come along with my airbrush and like blow out the fans from the dust and that sort of stuff. So yeah, I consider Mel famous. Infamous, infamous, dude. Gonna have to leave you. Have a nice day. And as well, if you do Warhammer, hail the Emperor. Emperor protects, buddy. Emperor protects. Right. Catch you later, dude. Start of the medieval playlist builds, I believe. Yeah, medieval playlist kind of got broken down a bit. It's more Dark Age, Middle Age. Is it Dark Age, Early Age, Middle Age? I'll have to check. Kez worked it out for me, the dates and everything of the actual ages. So I could split it down. Because I worked out the medieval series, and it was something like something like over 20 different tutorials, which as a single series is pretty much going to take us a year if we do every other video, you know what I mean? And so I decided I'd break it down into smaller sort of sections. So this is the Dark Age one. Yeah, they're coming together. I'm liking them now. They're looking less like foam with each one. Mel, I'm doing a 135 World War II diorama with part-blown buildings with full interior electronics ploughing the full 9 yards. Should be finished around 2050. We've all got projects like that, buddy. We've all got projects like that. Moz is saying if I ever need any brass etching done, he does a model railway nameplate supplier. Very nice, dude. Right. Different paint, that's why. That's why that one doesn't look right. 3mm terrain or small. Thinking about doing 8mm for Adapters Titanicus? Yes. I have seen Adapters Titanicus and I am interested. But I'm an old school gamer, you know what I mean? Adapters Titanicus was my childhood. Epic Adapters Titanicus. Beautiful games. Absolutely beautiful games. So yeah, that's on the cards. Yeah, don't know when, but it is on the cards. That is pretty typical with me. Not quite sure of the actual details, but things have been planned. Well, that's the idea. It's on the list. Mel, have you got any painting tips for me? Thin your paints. It's a bit difficult giving painting tips without knowing what you want tips on, what you're struggling with. Also, I should say, I don't paint models. Well, I do paint models, but I paint them badly. So I'm not the person to go for model painting advice, unless it's bigger models, using bigger brushes. Have you noticed how the further down the set you get, the more lapsadaisical you get with your dry brushing and everything? You start off really precise, making sure it's a good job. By the time you get to the last one, it's like, just slap it on and get it done. No, you should have a recurring mini or two in your videos to show size, elevation, and the like Terranscape's Tippy McLean. I do! I have a chin dip. There he is. That's what I use for my size. A bushy chin dip. Haha, honesty. Yeah. Hey, Brand. He's the Bob Ross of painting miniatures. No, I'm not. I do like Bob Ross, though. I like the fact that he was a drill instructor in the army. And then he decided when he came out of the army, he never wanted to shout at another person again. And that's why he's so calm and pleasant. I know plenty of people who've come out of the army who could take that advice on. Who really should take that advice on. Dude, we're not on the parade ground anymore. You can't shout at me, mate. You don't outrank me anymore, Dave. Calm down, Backbone. Your wife will kill you, mate. There you go. Oh, Gary's doing the donation thing now because I've got no moderators in. Thank you, buddy. Yes, if you do help, it does help me. It goes towards kit and lights and cameras and microphones and sweeties. I've got no sweeties. My sweetie jar is completely empty. There's not a single one. I've got no American hard fruit gums, which are delish. Bob Ross was US Air Force. Was he? I just heard that he was a drill instructor. I didn't know the Air Force did drill. Oh, army jokes. I thought they just mainly stayed in hotels and stuff like that. British army jokes. Okay. Right, a bit more. Calcium, I didn't see it. I cannot imagine Bob Ross as a drill instructor. You could work by candlelight. I've tried that. I did that once. I tried to paint a Tyranid, Tyranid Hive Tyrant by candlelight. It did not match the rest of my army when it came out the other end. At all. Careful, Mel. My family has rock apes in it. Oh, well, I'm damn sure they're really effective at guarding the base from inside the wire. Must be really hard for them, you know, defending those forward operation bases in the UK. And we know how hard it is for the RAF regiment. I mean, they've got that 6-mile march of death to complete when they pass out, haven't they? Mel, if you forgot to turn off the light on the on the whiteboard, or is it a halo? It's my halo. We're using PVA to glue down styrofoam tape. The outer part has gone clear, but the inside I can see is white. After 3 days, it's still white. Yeah, it's become airtight, mate. Yeah, pop some holes through the clear bit so you can get some air into it. You should never actually put a full layer of PVA down because, like I say, oh no, you are not updating right now. Remind me tomorrow. No, you are not restarting now. Go away. Go away. No, we're not crossing this off the list. I've said remind me tomorrow. Right. Right, it's fixed. Whoa! It tried to do an update on me. Hey, nerd. Someone has to guard the naffy. I know. Latest, nerd. That was a quick visit. Windows update, Mal. Oh, yeah. Not doing one of those during a live stream. We know what it does to my live streams. Destroys them. So no diddy, no diddy, no, no, no. And before you ask, yes, Mel is biking back home tonight. I'm getting quite good at this biking malarkey. I'm not trying to like race or anything like that or beat my own time. I tried that the first time I tried biking to work and back last year. And I spent most of my time completely sweaty and knackered. Yeah, and so now I do this casual biking thing. Where if it looks like it's getting a bit too much like effort, I'll call it quits. I'll go slower. Done that. Right, so yeah, that's all those done. So it's only our monolith left to go. Yeah, bet you did, Tim. Bet you did, dude. Oh, calm down, Couts. Did you get home before the dark set when you left the studio on the live stream? Yeah, what you call it? I got home and it was still pretty light. I reckon I've got about another 15, 20 minutes to play with, if you know what I mean, biking wise. Obviously, as time goes on and it gets lighter and lighter, that will improve. Actually, aren't we? When's solstice? Is that June? You know, the longest day. Michael here, I just recently discovered your awesome channel and I would like to build some simple and efficient terrain board for Bolt Action World War II. Dead simple, mate. Go check out the Let's Play playlist. The Battlefield Basics series in there should give you loads of stuff for Bolt Action. Dave's asking, what do you think about these new Warhammer adventure books for kids? Yeah, I've seen these on the old Facebook. Okay. To be truthful, I think it's a good idea. You know, it's a no-brainer from GW. GW are about kids. Okay, that's their biggest market. No matter how much we spend as adults and, you know, how much we think the hobby is for us, you know, GW's customer base is very much the kids. So it makes sense that they'd look at their product and how they can sort of, you know, get earlier adopters of the hobby, especially now they're doing more board games and stuff like that. So I'm imagining what you're going to see is, along with the books, yeah, you're probably going to see a range of games that have been slimmed down for children. You know what I mean? Thursday, the 21st of June. Right, okay, so that's when I'll know how late I can leave the studio then. If you see a kid reading a book, take a picture, it's rare. It isn't in my house. Both my kids read. But then again, me and Kez read. You know, we've always read. The kids have always been read to before bed. And we have a rule in our house that once you get to bedtime, the technology's got to go off. But if you can't sleep, then you're allowed to read for an hour. So, you know, when you're like, I'm not tired. Right, fine, read. Yeah, and that normally puts them to sleep. Willow's halfway through The Hobbit. And I've introduced Corbin to the Horus Heresy. Mel, what's the longest grass that will stand up? Static grass through an applicator is 6 mil. Once you go past 6 mil, you'll have struggle getting static grass respond to a static charge through a static grass applicator. For tall grass bushes, doesn't really matter. The actual material isn't so much of an issue with that. The issue becomes how good of a sturdy attachment you can get. So hot glue works really well for making those sort of tussocks. Hey, Bill. And yes, I am on. Maybe a little bit excessive. We'll knock it down with a wash. Get a grey wash on there and a black wash, that'll sort that. Ba, 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 ba. Right, that's those. Done. So I just need to take a quick photo. Yeah. Phone. How's my dad's doing? My dad's is doing. Right. Phone. Photos. Yes, yes. No, why I asked is because, you know, I'm doing one thing. I've noticed that you can get static grass you can cut to length yourself. Yeah, it's just nylon fibre. Yeah. Doing the same sandbags twice. I do the same sandbags twice. Hey, Jace. Oh, this show sneaked up on me. Been a busy boy, haven't you? But just. Hey, Max. But no, what you call it? Sorry, where was I? What were we talking about then? I got distracted. I just need a little, I'm not even sure if I want to do a highlight with this. Because it's very. I think we'll have to go especially light. So yeah, I don't know what I was talking about now. You've confused me, guys. Right, let's just put a little bit of this on because I don't want much. Because it is quite a contrast. Gary's right. Jason's here, proper mod. Right, he can do it. Even mate, yeah, I had to take a break from cutting strips of shingles. First time using real wood veneer made of moquittery. But yeah, going back to the static grass, sorry. Yeah, you can get your own nylon fibre and cut it to your own length. But yeah, if you're doing like tall grass bushes, you probably want to be looking at something like plumber's hemp dyed, which will be better than the nylon stuff. And if you want to put it through use it with any sort of static grass applicator, it can't be more than 6mm, mate. Okay, otherwise you're going to have some problems. People are just generally chatting in the chat, so I'll just crack on. If you've got any questions for me, fire them across. Otherwise, I am just terraining. Because like I say, I won't be able to put a wash on these until they're completely dry, so that won't be till tomorrow now. There we go. And my my dad's ain't going to be dry for that video until tomorrow, so I can't do that one. Next one. Did we do that? Yeah, we did that one. It's wash just thinner paints. It is, but sometimes washes will have what's called a flow aid in them. And basically, it's just something that reduces the surface tension of the water, that you thin the paints with, and it helps it flow around things, flow into cracks and stuff like that, hence being called a flow aid. But yeah, that's essentially what a wash is. I may go to sell some collectible to get some money tomorrow. Nice one, Gary. Ah, looking nice. And that's without the other washes and stuff. So we can give these rocks a nice sharp. They can ping a bit. Yeah, that's better. I don't want to go too heavy with that, otherwise it won't look right. There you go. Sorted. That's my word of the day, enamel. I hardly ever use enamel paints, to be perfectly honest. Put that down there. So they're done. Are they? Or I've got to go around that base. Could do with going. I can't now. Okay. I bought a Vallejo German grey wash. Turned out my model black. I was furious. I had to strip them back to the bone. Backbone. Right. Yeah, I need photos now. More photos. Always photos. Always with the photos. What's with the photos, Bosicle? The steps. You taking photos of steps? No. I'm not making steps. I'm modelling steps. Yeah, got that one. Better still, threw the toys out pram and binned it. Oh, dude. Splitting into dust. Bill, that sounds challenging. Don't tell Ammo Mig. Don't tell Ammo Mig what? That's all good. I'll get it mentioned in comments. I hate that. That's okay. Right. Put that over there. So, that's them done. But you love it when you get jobs done. Ah, right. Good luck. I like to weather with oil paint, small dots. Yeah, I've heard oil paint does really well. I've done it with with like some of my old Warhammer models. It's not something I do on terrain, to be perfectly honest. You can get some brilliant effects on wood with it, but I'm just an acrylic sort of guy. I like my acrylics, you know what I mean? I'm a simple man with simple needs. Put those there. Put them there. Those go over there. I'm ahead of the game tonight. Thank you, Jace. No doubt, Bill. Right. Next job. I need to do some planning. Actually, I need to switch these off because I'm not recording anymore now. So, power off. Power off. More chatting? Right, I'll crack on. Right, you can't really see what I'm doing from there. So, that's a bit better. Right, next job. I need to plan out my Rubble City Ruins idea. The actual street and how I'm going to do it. So, in fact, now I'm here, I might as well take this jumper off because I've finished filming. Oh, that's better. I'm getting a bit hot in that. No, I don't. I should be nippy on the way back, so I probably will need it. Throw this one on. Yeah, it takes one green jumper off to replace it with another. That's Mel. Right. That's better. Oil washes on wood do work really well, Bill. Really well. You'll like them. Sounds like you have a lot of memory sticks, Backbone. Right, so. What have we got? Where's the bottom for that one? Because I'd like to include that one. So we could go for. Right, I need a piece there of some description. Could probably use that to be truthful. With another piece on. There. Why? Brilliant planning foreground. That's not modular. I can't use that. So try this one. Oh, come on. It's not hard to make a kit modular, for God's sake. So that one there. And we can probably put some internals on there as well. MIG ammo, do oil sticks. Oh, that's handy. How much time left for the live show? We've got at least a good 45 minutes, mate. At least. Right, so if we put that one, say, there, we'll move this one over this way somehow. Move up to there. So that goes in there. All I'm trying to do right now is I'm just trying to figure out a decent layout for my ruins project. That could go there quite easily. And then if we extend it this way, in fact, we've got a lovely corner piece there. Yeah, that could work. I'd have to extend something back that way. I can pull that to there probably and cut that off. I can pull that up to about there, I reckon, and keep it on the same angle. I'll have to trim those, that's not a problem. Yeah, and then that would give me somewhat of a square. I'm not sure on this. Right. Or that could go there like that. No. Do the first one first. Stop playing Boastical. That's awesome now. It will be once it's done. Or until it's done, it won't be. Okay, so let me get the phone. Right, so that's layout number one. It looks like Sniper. It does a bit, doesn't it? Yeah, next one, what we want is we want some sort of really tight street, don't we? So we could keep that one there. We could bring this one to there. In fact, if we brought that to there and we brought that to about there, yeah, we could trim that off, that's not a problem there. That's too long. No, that's not going to work. That probably will. So yeah, that one can go there. Just like that. Yeah. So first start of the street. Then moving on, if we move that to there, we can probably extend it a little bit further again. Will that one fit? No, it's not going to fit there, but it will fit there. Oh, let's see what other buildings we've got here. Oh, throw that one on there. Yeah, need another one there. That'll do. Simple door. And then we need another one here, don't we? What have we got? We need a corner piece. So, there we go, that's a corner piece. I mean, obviously I'll have to line these up and do my cutting and that sort of stuff, but I'm just generally trying to get an idea of what will work well for the layouts. So yeah, that can be cut that way quite easily. And then that's supposed to fit in there, but it doesn't. Technically that could work. Yeah, like that. So that could go like that. And then we'd have a crossroads board. Oh, we'll get photos of this one. Yeah. You need to clear the block. Yes. And then the last one I want to do, because I've done one which is sort of outlying on 3 areas, leaving one corner completely open for a large courtyard. We've done a crossroads, yeah, which is another option. The last option I want to look at is doing something along the lines of a single central building and see what we can do with that. So if we pull this round to there, that'll come in, get rid of that corner piece. We can move that one into there, or it should be able to move into there, but it doesn't. Thank you, wonderful. So we've got that, move that to there. We've got this large piece here, that can come round. That can go into roughly there. Okay, why isn't this fitting? Okay, right, so that's because that's not a corner piece, that's why it's not fitting. So if we extend this a bit more, I can put that one in there. Got a corner piece there. We've got a nice corner piece there actually. That's a nice one. But not, Force was not with me. Looks like next week then. Hey, what's that? Right, so put that one in there. We can bring this round this way. That gives us that one. So how can we extend this further? Put this one in here. That's another door though, isn't it? Really want another door. Well, it's got one door. We've got 2 doors on this side. So we need to get rid of that one. We might as well use some of these funky corners, haven't we? Since we've got them. How are we going to use these funky corners? Oh yeah, that could work. So put that there. We'd need another funky corner. Or another corner at least. Come on, baby. Ah, there's a corner. It's like a big jigsaw puzzle, isn't it? So that one could go to there. Another corner piece there. So if we put that there, that there. That will go there. And move this up to here. That will essentially go into there. There. that one into there. Yeah, that's looking good. I'm liking the way this is coming together. And if we bring this piece down to here, we need to fill that gap and that gap at least. So what have we got? We could push it out a bit that way. Will that work? Don't you run away. Or do we just need to drop in something nice and big like that there? Right, so all I need to do now is line these two corners up. Right, how am I going to bloody do that? That one goes to there. That essentially needs to extend out. That doesn't work. And that won't work because that's too far. Come on, we must have some single ones in here. Oh, we've got some stairs. Will that help? Stairs go in there. Yeah. Okay, why isn't this lining up perfectly as I want it to? I don't know. It's pretty damn close to be truthful, but not quite. So what's going wrong here? Right, if they come in, it's this that's wrong. Can I swap that out for something thinner? I forgot that's thinner. That's a 2 window, that's a corner, that's a corner. That's a single window. We could try swapping it out for that, but I think we'll probably end up with the same problem of, yes, we can swap it out, but now we're going to be too short of a piece. So that goes to there. Okay. And one strip, one tiny strip. I haven't got a single strip, so how am I going to do that? See, technically, so why is that thrown off? It's got to be this corner piece, hasn't it? It's got to be this corner piece. So if we put that corner piece there, pull that out. Oh, thank you guys. Thanks for the birthday wishes. See if we pull this one in here, there. And this one will come in to there, kind of, almost. No, it won't. Come on, you. This is becoming a struggle, right? We know we can do a square building. So if we just go simple square, we can do that one. I know I can do that. So we could do a simple square, and that will work. But I'm not a fan of it. So for tonight's show, we watch the coffee cup instead of the board. There's the board. There you are. Better? It's not going together as I planned. Right. So what have we got here then? See if we can figure this one out. And then can we... No, wrong corners. How about that as a corner piece? Because that's quite nice. That would go into there. We need another corner piece. Come on, we must have another corner piece somewhere. Yeah, there we go. So, can we incorporate that? Yeah, that's brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. Corner pieces don't line up. So we go like that. That one comes in there. Yeah. Oh, we can do that. Slide that bit off. Slide that bit off. Talk about topical, man. Right, so put that like that. Bring this one into here, which it doesn't fit. It's not magic. So that would go there. Yeah. And that should go there. So that's a decent one. Okay. All right. Now what can we do with this then? We could extend, if we push this back a bit, extend that out like that, back to there. That to there, that to there. That's not going to work, is it? No, it's going to be too long, I reckon, for us to actually get what we need to get. Oh, actually, maybe not. Oh, yeah, maybe. But if we move these up a bit to there, 45 degrees, like that, yeah. Move that one to there, that works. Yes, coming together. And we just angle that off like that. Bring this round to here. That actually works really well. Yes! I've sussed it. It's not brilliant, but it's the other layout that I can do. Hopes we may win. What have you been sniffing? Hey? Computer says need a bigger board. Thank you, Jamie. You cynic, Chase. Can you imagining that England isn't going to automatically win? It's the World Cup. Of course we're going to win the World Cup. We always win the World Cup, don't we? throw this one together, see if this is an alternative that can work. See about putting some here. Yeah. And then can we do something with the streets here, perhaps? Something here. Off we go. Put that one there quite easily enough. With that one there. Yeah, and then no, and then. Will that work in some way? Perhaps. I don't think it's going to work like that though. More than likely we'll need that one there, that one there. Yeah, and then another corner piece. Will that fit there? Without it falling off? No, it would fit there. H-frame. Yeah, we can do that one. Right, let me get some photos of this. I know about them winning the World Cup. So true. They are. Jason's watching, throwing it down. Am I holding your catch for you? Right, 4 potential layouts for my patrons to choose from. To tell me how they want rubble. Tell me how they want this rubble city. I've got it. Luckily, I've taken photos, so I'll be able to sort of like put them back together relatively easily. Fingers crossed. This bit goes here. This bit goes here. This bit goes here. Don't know where this bit goes. I need memory cards out of these. Just flick it over. Let's go back to the old scene. Now I do need to check my PayPals. Yeah. And memory card out of that one. I'll tell you what, these bigger memory cards, they're so nicer to film on. I'm filming at such higher quality now that I can film a 32 gig memory card in an hour. Yeah, so I'm having to upgrade to 64s because I'm just going through them so quick. Nah, dude, you can keep the money if anyone wants a punt. Do you know what? If England wins, mate, this could cost you big. This could cost you very big. Very quick check for PayPals. I don't think I've had any more, but you know what this thing is like for notifications? Bloody useless. No, no more. Yeah. Oh, hey, I've underdog. So, yeah. Mel is a happy chappy. Right, so very quickly. I've done those, so I'm happy with those. They're all drying, so I'm happy with those. Yeah. I've done those, so I'm happy with those. So I've essentially done everything I set myself out to do today in the studio. Bloody hell, that's a rarity. Oh. And if England win, I'll be delighted to pay up. I think we all know England is not going to win. I mean, most of the players in the actual Premier League, Championship League. They're not English. So the idea that England's going to win, nah. Well, there's that many people that confident that England are going to win that they are taking you up on your bet left, right and centre. Not. Oh, mate. Right, so cameras sorted. Yeah. All good. I need to order some more hot wire. I can do that at home. So, I'll have a club. Right. I figure we've got 15-20 minutes left. Any questions for me before I have to jump on my bike and bike my way home? Because I've done everything I need to do. So now I'm just with you guys. The media hasn't been England's downfall. The footballers have. Dead simple. You want England to win the cup? Dead simple. Turn around to a professional footballer and say, you get paid for winning, mate. You don't get paid for a draw or a loss. Watch the quality of football go up. I mean, the fact of the matter is, most of footballers don't give a damn about the game, to be perfectly honest. Okay? And I can say this, and I'll tell you why I can say this. Because I'm a Lillishall trained, FA approved physiotherapist. I've worked at Preorder, I've worked at Port Vale, and I've worked at Stoke City. And with the first teams. Yeah, so I've worked in professional football. Yeah. And all they give a shit about is Friday night, hitting Alderley Edge and hitting the Crystal. Because you don't get hangovers from Crystal. It doesn't matter if it's match day the next day. So that's everything I need to know. They don't give a damn. They don't give a damn about the fans. They don't give a damn about the club. All they give a damn about is the payday. Okay. 10% of the players I've met perhaps gave a bit of a damn. 90% didn't give a damn. You don't get paid for playing for England. True. But at the same time, if you are paid based on performance, i.e., if you lose, you don't get paid, you'll pay better. You get a payday no matter what. Payday no matter what. Jason's really up in the bets now. Really, man? Yeah. I am an FA licensed physio, trained at the Football Association Medical Education Centre at Lillishall Sports Hall. 2-year diploma course in the treatment and management of injuries, and that's on top of my physiotherapy degree. I worked at Crew Alex when they went up into the Premiership. I wasn't that far away from Vale when they went down. Well, I can say I spent a lot of time in top club changing rooms, and a lot of time mixing with, around here what people would consider famous footballers. No, I don't doubt that, but crystal meth. No, not crystal meth, mate. No, mate. Crystal is a type of champagne that they drink, okay? And it's from a specific part of France, but basically you don't get hangovers off it. So they call it hitting the crystal. They're not hitting crystal meth. That's a completely different crystal. I mean, I know there's a few of them that do some dodgy substances. Because when the FA turned up to do the drug testing, you've never seen so many players. Yeah, but I'm not talking about crystal meth. It's a type of champagne, but they're all hitting it all on Alderley Edge. If you don't know what Alderley Edge is, between Manchester and and Stoke, in the sort of just beyond Congleton, there's a place called Alderley Edge, and it is incredibly expensive to live there. Yeah, all the Manchester United players, or the majority of the Manchester United players, all have big houses in Alderley Edge. So it's where the footballers go to drink, because it's their people. You know what I mean? It's very much their town. I can let read. I bet you can. Thank you, Druid. But yeah, you know what I mean? So it was one of the reasons I fell out of love with football, to be perfectly honest. I will never go and watch a professional club again. Never. I'll never pay money to stand in a stand. Yeah, or to sit in a stand for that matter. Tell you how long it's been since I've been in a stand. Yeah. But I will happily go and see, like, a semi-pro side. Yeah, because they've got the passion. They actually want to be there. So Downing is my cousin. He's so tight with money. Played for Middlesbrough, England, Liverpool, Aston Villa. Yeah, it's quite common. But that's the thing with football. And how did we even get onto football? Right, I'm rambling and I'm just killing time and there's no terrain questions. So tell you what, I'm going to call it early for this one. Yeah, because there's nothing else for me to do and we're just bimbling. And I might as well bike home and go see my wife and kids and that sort of stuff. Yeah, Sunday League's brilliant. Yeah, passion for the game. You know what I mean? So guys, there will be a video on Thursday. Yeah, because there isn't a live show. So I'll do my video on Thursday. In the meantime, I'm going to get myself ready and get myself on my bike and heading home. Because I've got to be back in here tomorrow morning and cracking on. England winning World Cup. I don't think so. Right. One quick check to see if anyone's... Oh, someone has... It looks like someone's taken up. I don't know if watch it. Gary sent, what do you call it? Gary S, he sent fiver. So let's get Gary S on the screen just before we shoot. So he gets his shout out. I don't think he's taking you up on the bet, mate. There's no comment. All right. Gary S. Let's get Gary S on the screen and give him a shout out. Check the PayPal, dude. I just have, mate. There's Mozza and Gary, and that's the lot. Right. I'm going to call it now, guys, because like I say, head home. I've got a late night with video editing anyway. Yeah. So I'll get cracked on, back in the studio tomorrow, and video on Thursday. In the meantime, guys, look after yourself. I'll see you soon. All the best, yeah? Ta-ra.